And as a result, in just a matter of hours, we've learned conclusively where not all, but a significant amount of the division on the right and really in the culture generally has been coming from over the past year. And a lot of it has not been coming from Americans. It has come, much of it, from foreigners posing as American citizens, from foreigners posing as Native Americans, from foreigners posing as Republicans, from foreigners posing as Democrats. In short, the division has been coming from foreigners. And the scale of this propaganda campaign is so large that it should be the single biggest news story in the country right now. At the very least, it deserves 10 times more media hyperventilating than everyone else and everything else they're talking about. Like, this is nothing like the fake accusations of Russian meddling in the 2016 election, where Russia supposedly spent $50,000 on Facebook memes that nobody saw or cared about. Okay, this is not that. We're talking about a genuine intrusion by foreigners into everyday American political discourse for the clear purpose of dividing and distracting us from our own country. And now that these frauds have been exposed, they've been melting down to great comedic effect in many cases. So we'll start with an account called Israel Exposed, which, as the name implies, is fixated on the state of Israel. This is a big account. It has nearly 200,000 followers. This is another thing, is a lot of these accounts have a lot of followers. These are big accounts. And to give you just one example of the kind of content this guy is putting out, he posted this reply just a month ago in response to a random person who criticized him. He said, quote, "You are a Zionist pretending to be an American patriot. We should deport you." This is a common attack line, which you'll see all over the place, part of a constant, relentless effort to make Israel the subject of every discussion on the right. Everything has to go back to Israel, everything all the time. It always comes down to Israel for certain people on the right. As we talked about last week, it's Israel first, just from the other direction. And what they'll say sometimes, is if you don't criticize Israel 24/7 like they do, if you don't make everything about Israel all the time, then you're not patriotic. You're not sufficiently America first. If you're not thinking all the time, every day, every hour, every moment of the day about another country, which is Israel, then you're not America first. Being America first means being focused entirely on another country. That's what these people would say. And according to, at least this one account, you should be deported if you are not that focused on it. Well, this account, of course, has also gone after me several times and hasn't been particularly effective. Just a few days ago, for example, I pointed out that Muslims are killing Christians and generally have animosity towards Christians and have for, about 1,400 years or so. Specifically, I wrote that, quote, "Muslims have been killing Christians for 1,400 years. They're killing Christians across the world right now as we speak. Islamic countries are also flooding our country with immigrants who hate us." Of course, that's true. But here's what Israel Exposed wrote in response, quote, "This is some Zionist propaganda. Israel is the problem." So, just more brain-dead nonsense. The millennia-long conflict between Islam and Christianity, I will tell you, has nothing to do with the country of Israel established in 1948. But this is the kind of slop that's polluted right-wing discourse for a long time, and that's all that this account does. And over the weekend, we learned where this account is from. As you can see there, he actually is based in Saudi Arabia. Yes, the account that was threatening to deport an American citizen used the word "we" to talk about Americans, is not even American, right? He's a foreign agitator posing as an American in an effort to destroy political discourse in this country. Now, multiply this account by about 10,000, and you begin to see the scale of the problem. So here's another